Hi, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope the day is going good for everybody. And if whether you are or not, I'm sending some positive vibes your way. Today, we're going to go over a few different remote work from home job opportunities that I thought might be interesting for many folks. The first one we're going to go through today is DataForce by TransPerfect. This is a employer that likes to gain assistance from outside sources to help train AI, and their motto is "Train AI, Change the World." So some of the important and interesting jobs that I was able to find with this website were basically some region-specific remote work from home. And the first one that I thought was very important was this freelance image annotator. When clicking on this, you could see that it's remote work within the United States. It is about 20 hours, a flexible schedule, freelance independent contractor. The primary language is English in the United States. The estimated start date is immediately, so if you're interested in this, I would jump on it and apply away. The estimated project duration is 8 weeks for this, so this is part-time and seasonal, and there are quite a few other employment opportunities through this employer that are both permanent and temporary. But this specific job description, DataForce by TransPerfect, is currently looking for image annotators residing in the United States to join our team and work on one of our image annotation projects. The ideal candidate should have a driver's license for over 5 years, great attention to detail, and the ability to follow complex project guidelines. Responsibilities: you will review image annotations and assign driving related to attributes and metadata to annotated images. Down to the job requirements is fluency in English of the United States, reside in the United States, have a driver's license for over 5 years, previous experience in data annotation, transcription, rating, quality control is preferred. So none of these are required, but it is preferred. So those of you with that experience will definitely have a leg up, but it is not required. Strong attention to detail and excellent analytical skills, critical thinking and ability to track, analyze, and report issues, good computer skills and comfortable working with online platforms, ability to work independently and meet guidelines, passionate and curious about technology, ability to work in a fast-paced environment and to learn quickly, ability to follow guidelines, detail-oriented, patient, and quality-focused, and a reliable means of internet connection and access to a computer or laptop. Now, if you have questions about this, they do have a point of contact for just general questions or an easy apply. And there's also learning more, and you can go to the TransPerfect, because this is DataForce by TransPerfect, which, again, if you select that, it goes back to DataForce where you can learn some information about the company. Now, they do also have data sourcing projects, which are extremely short-term, but what I understand is there's constantly evolving and constantly more employment opportunities that you can do if you're not one of those either part-time or full-time individuals that's looking for random work. So the best thing that I did here was just go to your specific location or region, and you can change your types or employment types. But a lot of these were kind of interesting. Those of you with kids, this one is specifically for minors. A remote study that you must reside in the U.S. Minors must be between 4 and 12 years old and native in Spanish. One that I thought was very interesting was this Audio Collection USA. For this project, participants will be asked to submit an audio recordings of expressive reading for long text, for example, chapters from a book. The data submitted will be used to train long-form text-to-speech AI systems. Selected participants will be provided with a set of long text to read aloud and will need to record around 3 hours of high-quality audio. Recordings will be done on their recording platform according to the provided guidelines. Instructions and training on how to use the platform and project-specific guidelines will be provided. This is a fully remote project. You must reside in the United States of America and be native English speaker to qualify for this project. So there's another one here that is improve in-car voice assistant command systems. Following the guidelines, you will record a provided set of English sentences in 3 short sessions across 3 days, 1 morning, 1 afternoon, and 1 evening. The recording sessions will have to be done inside a car with different setups. For example, windows down, the AC on, or indoor parked vehicle. So like a parked vehicle in a garage. And you can get a little bit more information when you preview the job. It gives you some more information regarding the tasks. Following the guidelines, you will record a provided set of sentences in 3 short sessions across 3 days. Again, we kind of discussed what those situations would be. A sample voice recording will be requested if you proceed to the next step in order for them to be able to assign you to the right accent group. So different locations, whether you're from the South, whether you're East Coast, West Coast, howbeit, they have different participation projects based upon your accent group. So it looks like they're inclusive to many different types of people. And it has a little bit more details with the eligibility. You must be 18 years or older or 16 to 17-year-old with a guardian's consent. So again, those of you with maybe some high school juniors and seniors looking to make a little bit of extra money, this is definitely an opportunity for the young and the old. Be a resident of the U.S. This one does not include Hawaii residents. Be fluent in English, have a smartphone, have access to a car with air conditioning. No driving is required, so that's kind of important. Have access to indoor parking, whether it's a garage, an indoor parking structure, a building, does not have to be private parking. So those of you without a garage, if you're aware of where to locate like an indoor parking structure at a mall or something of that instance, you could take your vehicle to that, park it, windows up, air conditioning, so on and so forth. It seems that they are going to be taking these 3 short sessions with different atmospheres to see if they can use those to train their AI technology. For this project, they are looking for specific demographic groups, and they complete the collection for a demographic group, then they will be closing it. So this is time-oriented if you're interested in something like this. It's a fully remote, again. The project start date for this one is immediate, and again, that other the other job that we talked about, clicking more information about that job will definitely give you this advanced information to include how much you will be getting paid for compensation. Your successful participation will be awarded with $50. They do PayPal, check, wire transfer. And it talks about how long things will take. The final result of your contribution to this project will be 10 minutes of recording speech per session with 3 recording sessions that need to be completed on 3 different days. So 30 minutes spread out 3 different days. And it says to please reverse the time to listen to your recordings before submitting them and re-record after reviewing again the guidelines when necessary. And for that other, if you're not interested in something that just pays $50, we can go to the audio data collection where we can get a little bit more detailed as far as the location. So this one is remote, but reside in one of the following states in the U.S. Georgia, South Carolina, Texas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Alabama, or North Carolina. And it goes down to the requirements of what your computer must have. This one requires you to have a headset with microphone to be recorded in the audio. And what I think is interesting about this one, when it talks about the compensation and how long it takes, it says that you will receive $119 for successful completion of the project. And this is the long form text audio recordings. All submitted audios will be reviewed for quality assurance. Team and payment will be provided for fully submitted and approved audio recordings, such as, again, PayPal, wire transfer, a check. If you're the type of person that wants a gift card, or you want to have your child or student do it and you want them to get a gift card, that's something that can be chosen. The estimation for how long this would take is we estimate that it will take approximately 7 hours in total to perform the task. 1 hour for the training, so they're going to train you for an hour, 6 hours to record the 3 hours of audio. So you record 3 hours of audio. Again, you'll do that playback to make sure that everything is within their standards, and then probably some time for submission time. But for $119 for 7 hours of work, that's some pretty good pay. And again, they're willing to answer any questions that you have in more details with how long it takes for the payment to process. So we have that one, which is very, very interesting. And I found another one that was very interesting. And this is the TELUS International. And when you go to their careers and you identify a location, which for this one I specifically went for United States, and they had multiple positions for this job that I found as a rater. Let's look for a location, and let's just use a place like Kansas, and I might have to go back. This may be the easier way to do it. There was multiple positions for this job they call a rater. This is United States, remote. There's no specific primary location, so it is fully remote. The description and requirements, employee subgroup, permanent, part-term, or hourly. The part-time regular up to 25 hours per week, and the pay between $12 and $15 per hour. In this role, you'll assess online search results to enhance their quality. You'll analyze and rate content's relevance to search items, search terms, which also reviewing language for grammar, tone, and cultural appropriateness. Your contribution improves a major search engines by quality by evaluating web content using your PC or smartphone. We're searching for individuals who are passionate about social media and regular users of Gmail. This remote position requires ownership and daily use of a smartphone and familiarity with various social media platforms and Google products. Your reliability, adaptivity, and adherence to guidelines are key. This role offers freedom to work remotely, allowing you to set your own hours based upon task availability. The estimated hourly earnings of this role are $12 to $15 an hour. Again, it states that it's estimated, so going a little below or a little above based upon your location and what work that you're doing. Selected candidates will be expected to work for a minimum of 10 hours per week. So it talked about 25 hours per week, but then it gives a minimum of 10 hours per week. So it depends on what kind of part-time that you're interested in, subject to task availability. Requirements: proficiency in both written and verbal English, residency in the United States for the past 3 consecutive years, ownership and regular use of a smartphone, and it gives the different versions based upon Android or iPhone, and a desktop or laptop with internet connection. Gmail as your primary email account. Familiarity again with historical businesses, media, sport, news, social media, and cultural affairs in your country of residency. Experience in navigating web browsers and smartphone applications for content interaction, and understanding of various social media environments, including memes, virality, and trends. Successful applicants will undergo a standard recruitment process, including an English language test and an open book assessment. Open book assessments are always very, very nice to have. The role involves occasional quality assurance checks and offers long-term employment opportunities. So you can try this in the part-term sense, 10 to 25 hours per week. And if you're interested in long-term employment opportunities, they have that for you as well. If If you're passionate about social media, well versed in your local culture and affairs, and seek a remote opportunity with flexible hours, we encourage you to apply. So again, folks, I think these are two very interesting jobs. I plan to provide as many leads as possible, both with this part-time, regular, or irregular, to full-time remote work from home and interesting jobs. If you like this kind of content, please consider liking the video and subscribing while turning the notifications on so that you're aware every time I post one of these leads. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you next time.